I'm Michael Krikorian. I started Del Prete's Pizzeria. I started making bread was my initial introduction into baking. So I've been making bread for a long time, and I've had the sourdough starter. I make what's called a poolish. It's like taking the starter and just building a lot of it. That gets combined into my made ingredients, which are basically flour, water, salt, and yeast. And in my case, the yeast is the sourdough starter. That's what I'm using to create the rise. Really bubbles up and gets really active. And then I'll drop the hydration down to somewhere in the range of 65%. I've experimented with 75%, 70%, 68, 67. I've gone through variations. I like to sit at 65. That'll rest, bulk proof that, and then when that's finished, there's no set time. It's kind of, I just keep an eye on it, and I like to have it double, and then from there I'll just start cutting the dough balls up and average around between 280 to 300 grams each dough ball. I like to use locally grown stuff when I can. I don't import or buy imported flour from Italy. I don't buy the San Marzano tomatoes. I just believe there's a lot of ingredients here in the United States that will work and be just as good, if not better, than if you were to have stuff imported. The flour I get is milled in Utah. The tomatoes are all California grown. So I kind of put myself on that mindset and trying to get everything here in the States. Some of the pizzas we make that people love are like the pepperoni. I mean, that's a tried and true from everywhere. I buy full sticks, but I slice them up. I know people just go out and they'll buy pre-sliced pepperoni, but the flavor profile to me it has a way better flavor when I'm slicing it. And the curl that you get with this pepperoni too, it curls and it holds the pockets of grease in there, and for like a meat eater to bite into that and get like that pop with the pepperoni, some of the grease and the fats and stuff, it's a really delicious bite. So I smoked meats for over 20 years. I love my toppings, and I'm thinking, okay, well, let's throw some of this smoked brisket on a pizza and see what happens to it. I can't have crazy long strands of brisket, so I'm probably 1-inch pieces. I'll chop it up and keep it in the brisket juices, and then when that goes on the pizza, it just spreads out nicely. The flavor kind of seeps into the sauce and the cheese, and it's a really powerful bite when you're eating that one. It's one of my signatures now. It's at the top of my list as one that'll probably be on my menu wherever I am at. And it's one of the pizzas that people are like, what? When they buy it and eat it, they're just like, dude, that's amazing. So when I'm cooking, my main goal is to make delicious pizza. And the way I find out if it's good or not, or just watching people's reactions. It's very gratifying, and their comments and are really appreciative when they come up to me and say, dude, your pizzas, that brisket, man, whoo, it's like, it feels good, and that's why I want to do it. That's, it's the love for it. Pizza to me is really, really enjoyable to do.